It's you don't know what I would choose.
So why don't you just save us a bunch of time and make things really simple? Which one do you choose?
Or we could just move on to the next question.
Or you could just answer the question.
I'm so confused. I have answered the question. You just didn't like my answer.
I have another one. Man or man?
Like what?
Man
She
or
just is still going to choose the bear. That's her
is
answer.
it man or man, bear, pig from South Park?
And also, even when I did make a decision, now we're debating about the decision I made, which was the bear.
No, but you didn't. Okay, here, I'll ask you a different question.
It's like if I answer it,
I'll
or
give
if I
you a
don't answer, you're still attacking me. I'm so confused.
I'll give you a fucking preamble and make the question.
I don't need you to give me a preamble.
Here, in this question, there's only two options. There's only two options. So, in order to get portion one, in order to get rid of SA, you can do so, but you have to delete all men from the planet. Or two, you keep all men, but the current reality of some women are SA'd by some men, that would remain. Which do you pick of the two?
I don't understand why you're repeating the question. That was the question originally.
But I'm giving you only two. If you had to pick between one of those options.
Does someone want to answer for me so we can move on?
Nobody can answer for you.
I would keep things the same.
Okay, I'm gonna make it really simple for you. If you had to pick one or the other, which would it be?
One is like
You know what's interesting is none of the women are calling you out on your fucking bullshit. This is
That's
what
a
I call the
little
sisterhood.
aggressive.
No woman here
I
is
did.
calling you out on your fucking ridiculous
She did a little
bullshit.
bit. She did. I'll
I've been
give her a
trying.
little bit.
I've been trying because it makes no sense to me. And I said that a couple
Literally
of times.
incoherent. It's incoherent. I've refined the question where the answer you have to give is one or the other. So pick one.
I just wouldn't listen
Now
to
she's
former or
look.
latter.
You're trolling. You literally signed an agreement.
I'm not trolling at all.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. This
I'm
is
asking-
really genuinely how I feel, and I actually
cooked.
feel like uncomfortable because I'm genuinely answering the questions that
You're not
the way that I
answering
want to answer
the
them.
question.
So I'm not trolling. This is genuinely how I feel. So I'm a bit thrown off right now, and I don't know if you're being serious
Here,
or not.
I'll repeat it. So you have to pick one of the two.
You don't have to repeat it. Like, are you being
Okay.
serious? Like, what's
You have
happening
to,
right now?
You have to pick one of the two. Answer the question.
I did answer it already.
No, you didn't.
No, you just didn't like my answer. Are we being
No,
like,
cool. But you said, well, I wish SA. Your answer was, I wish SA just didn't exist. The question is, if you had to pick one of, okay, do I have to fucking draw this shit? Here,
you already repeated it.
multiple choice question.
Thought he was going to draw a bear.
You might need a Venn diagram.
Okay, so you know how there's two options here. Sometimes there's four, right? So I'm gonna hold that up. I don't know. Hold on, let me put it. All right, multiple choice question. My fucking penmanship is dog shit. You see how there's those four? I don't know. Here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna just check mark 3. Right? Check mark 3. I can't just in the middle. I can't just write 5. I can't just add in 5. That's what you're doing. It's a multiple choice question. Pick one.
You're making me really uncomfortable. And as someone who's been essay, that's why I don't feel comfortable choosing between one or two of the answers. So I said I didn't feel
How
comfortable
about
choosing.
this? If you could take back,
I'm so lost, and I'm
How
actually.
are you lost?
Because I'm participating in your podcast, and I thought I was adding great conversation, but instead you're attacking me.
because you
and I don't
refuse
know
to
if you're
answer,
being serious.
you
or not.
refuse to answer a question, and I think
I
you're honestly
did, and
trolling.
I'm not. Well, lucky I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. I've been completely honest about who I am and my opinion since I got here.
Do you know what a multiple choice question is?
I do.
Okay, so there's two options, right?
Uh-huh.
If you ever taken the multiple choice test?
Yes, I have.
Okay, can you just write in like a different answer?
No, you cannot.
okay,
That's
so-
why I didn't answer it in the first place.
Yeah, but so you now have to answer.
You can't force someone to answer a question.
I guess I can't. Yeah, I can't force
What is
you
happening?
to do
You
it.
could have moved on
but
to
you
the-
didn't
the
give a
sixth-
fucking answer, lady. You didn't give an answer. You're claiming you gave an answer, but you didn't.
No, I didn't claim I gave an answer. I
You literally just said you gave an answer. No, you. Okay, you were.
One would depopulate the entire human race.
Cool. I'm.
Did she give an answer, Jim Bob?
No, she gave a third answer, but she did give an answer when I brought up, well, what if it was your dad? And you said, I would choose my dad. And so we were trying to get to the bottom of, okay, if your generalization about men is given by your experience, you don't generalize your own dad given your experience. So what's the difference? And you said you'd know your dad, right? But if we told you that statistically, it's not the case that the highest percentage of men that exist are aggressors. So what we're telling you is that your failure to answer is, what I'm seeing here is your failure to answer is given by your experience. Your instinct is to say, no man, scary, bad, they could hurt me, right? So that's fair. If I give you that and I say, okay, from your experience, you're reserved about being alone with men. We understand that. But not all men. So your dad's not included, right? There's probably other people you know that are men. So we're trying to get to the bottom of, okay, well, what is your impulse to say man versus the bear, pick the man? Is it justified? What we're telling you is it's not. It doesn't actually comport with reality. But you're holding on to your experience as the arbiter. Does that make sense?
Because you asked me about what I would choose.
Yeah, it got
so
to
that's
this.
Why.
Well, it got to...
But I'd really like if we could move on because I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable that you won't answer the question.
Okay, well, what?
It got to the point where Brian was asking, okay, well, how far would you go to eliminate SA? And it seems these, by the way, these kind of hypotheticals come up all the time to test people's logic. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you particular, it's anybody.
Well, it is in particular because there's other people.
That's right, but other people
answer, waiting to answer the question and have conversations with you guys.
But they did answer it.
Pointing it.
Yeah, but you're the only one who couldn't answer the question. Why is that?
I mean, you're also not giving everyone the same questions to answer. You guys gave me so many hypotheticals.
We already answered that question, that's why. And it made sense because...
I'm glad you think you make sense. That's perfectly fine. I think I make sense too. So
we said,
well,
hell no.
Of course you think, but
of course you all think you make sense too. So everyone thinks they make sense.
A non-answer is not an answer. I'm not going to accept.
Stop. Logics that you have to base your answers to that logic. You can't
that
say
was
all men are bad.
And I didn't say
bullshit,
that.
Right? Straight up bullshit.
Didn't say that.
You can't say I would
don't repeat things.
men.
Don't say things I didn't say.
No,
I didn't say all men are bad.
You said exactly that. You say
no, I didn't.
I would eliminate all men.
I didn't say that.
I said that.
What are you confused?
Here,
I
just
didn't
stop.
Say that.
No, that's exactly what's happening
just stop.
right now.
Just stop. Let me take care of this. A non-answer is not an answer. I gave you an A or a B question. Okay? I gave you, if you had to pick between two things, and you saying, I don't like this component of the question, you pick A or you pick B. If you had to pick one, which is it? If you had to pick one.
Like on a mass scale, if you think about it as like a mass scale.
I don't need you guys to tell me. I understand
Guys,
the fucking
just
question.
allow silence until she answers.
What?
Don't just answer the question.
That's really weird. Just like
Yeah, what is happening right now? Like I thought that.
Yeah, you can keep, or you could just answer the question.
You're being extremely disrespectful.
You're being disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful.
If I
I've been
ask you a
contributing
question,
to all of the
if I
conversations.
ask you a question,
I've been nice to everyone.
No, you haven't. No,
yes,
you haven't.
I have.
You're fucking late. You're super rude. If we want to talk
What
about
was
rudeness,
super
you
rude?
were
I
super late.
apologize for being late. I
Didn't
drove from
apologize
LA
me.
to be here.
Didn't apologize to me. So anyways.
I
do you
did.
wanna
When
just
I
answer
walked
the
in, I said,
question?
I'm so sorry that I was
That's
late.
Cool. Do you want to answer the question?
And don't just say shit on the podcast for the sake of the podcast. I wasn't rude to you. I apologize to both you and...
Yeah, cool. Do you want to answer the question?
I feel
What
uncomfortable
is this
now.
called? Obfuscation or whatever? Is this rage quit? Okay. Cool. I think that's a rage quit there. Well, hey, you know. Yeah, you got to leave. You just got to leave. You just got to leave.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, but you got to leave the studio. You just got to leave. Hold on. What's she asking? Mary, what is she asking? No, just say it. Just say it.
No, like how she's saying it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you just got to leave. Nah. Adios. Yeah. Yep. Go for it. Well, rage quit, I guess. Oh, wait, hold on. Sweet. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you take that seat, okay?
Got you.
And then just stay there. That's fine.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, guys, hold on. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. I don't understand.
I don't understand what's lost. I don't understand what's lost by answering the question. Even if it was a wrong answer, I don't understand what the hill to die on was.
I guess let's assume she did have an answer to the question. It was either she would not get rid of all men, and it's just so it'd just be the current status quo, or she has to eliminate all the men.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Does that her refusal to answer it? Does that mean that she would kill all men to prevent this particular crime from happening? Is that eugenics or what is it? What is
Yeah,
that?
basically, yeah. I mean, it's it's just like a utilitarian,
I don't think so.
approach.
And by extension, wouldn't this be the end of the species? Because
I think she's just scared of sounding like she supports SA.
But we already granted to her.
Yeah,
that
but
this
I-
wouldn't. It
I
doesn't
don't-
mean that at all.
I think she just didn't want to change her answer no matter what. She just predetermined how she wants to answer it, and she did, and she just didn't want to change that for the sake of even argument. And it's, to me, made no sense.
Yes.
It's
Well,
just being stubborn.
now we can. I mean, it's good that she left because now we can actually get back to the show and get through some of the other